Hello. Hello, hello. Hello, hello, hello. Hello. Oh, yeah, a little bit of reverb there. I didn't catch it. But it's okay now. Hopefully everything is fine. I don't know, I feel like I'm like 10 feet back from my computer desk right now. Let's upload this here. We should be good to go. Make sure everything is good sound-wise, yep. Make sure Caster is open. Sometimes Caster likes to go away. Welcome back to everybody who's joining me now or in the future. Very sweet of you. Alright. Let's actually check. Oh, okay, I see why I didn't have the music going. We're back. Back again. I don't know how long I'm going to go. If you are an astute follower of my channel, I just uploaded a tutorial. I just made the tutorial. I am that fast. I put it up right after I got out of work because I had planned it all day basically, and I was like, I gotta do it. So I did it. That's how it works. You think about it, and then you do it. We're back. I don't know what that's all about. I'm just being an asshole. We're back. We have a lot of Garthemis. These are all our native-born, beautiful, delicious boys. They're so good because as they die, they feed us. Interesting. They seem to have these little red... Did they always have these little red outlines to them? Are these new? It's interesting. Maybe it's clothing. I think they have access to clothing, that's why. No, they don't. That's strange. But yes, we have a bunch of native boys and a girl, potentially, I think. And they are all doing their best to train up, create massive armies of Garthemis. Trained pretty well, equipped pretty poorly right now. We need to get them better equipped. But as we go along, we are building bigger and better herder pastures here. Tons of multi-crawler breeders, I should say. Got tons and tons of meat coming in. So that is good. And I think in the last one I captured a region. SOS here. Right? Yep. I can potentially grow that region when I hit 650 and I get a noble for governor. So we're gonna work our way towards that. Feels good to, like, the worst thing for me is, like, I've spoken to people about my, like, tutorial stuff on the Discord, and I don't really like doing them because I'm just not the best at it, and I either get very verbose or I miss, like, all the details. And the game's very hard to do this for anyways. I just enjoy fucking building. But I hope that the tutorial I put out will explain a lot to new people. Basically, like, how they can get... I tried to put it in a way that is, like, freeform, too. I don't want to, like, tell people how to play. And, yeah. I just figured I'd do some of this afterwards, because now I can play at my skill level here, which is basically, we're gonna bum rush anything and everything as the bugs. I'm gonna play at, like, fiend level. And see how that goes. And that just includes just lots and lots of building. So this thing, this abomination, this monstrosity, I think I have to remove it. I don't like it. Get out of here. We will design new housing. So let's check. I don't really want to try to force anything in here. I don't really think I can. I mean, maybe I can come up with something. Let's try to put... Could put it here. No, we don't need that. Yeah. Okay. So we'll start putting in a house right here. And then I'm thinking maybe I build like a... What I'd have to do is dig into the mountain with a round tool here. Or brush. Kind of like... so. Okay, we have to do it like this. The challenge is it has to be rounded. It's not as much as I would really like. Okay. Something like that. We're gonna put like a little food stall here probably. Alright. Put that house in. We could shove another one right here. Should be like that. I don't know if I probably should dig out over here for some more stuff too. There we go. Actually, I see what it did. Oh, no, it's just a different shape, I think. That's okay. We're only looking for the rounded effect anyways. We're just going for our native pop. How's it going, Goon? How's it going? Dude, I looked and I saw that I've been missing so many games. I don't know why Steam hasn't shown me like they've got like releases and new updates and stuff. Like Necess. I don't know if you know Necess. It's really, really fucking good. And I saw that it had an update, and I'm like, I should have fucking played that. Well, not even an update. It's fully released, and that dev's a legend. He's very good. So I kind of want to go and play that. Not now, but potentially very soon. I got so many other games to play. And yet, here I am, still stuck into this game. When's my mod? When's my mod coming out? Don't do that, because then I'll have to get you a game. You'll have way too many games to play, and you'll have nothing better to do but game. Or you'll get burnt out, and then you'll never game again. Yeah, there's a full release for a lot of games right now. I'm excited. I can't even think of how many I got on that one. Soon. Let's get this bad boy here. Looks good, right? That's 9 by 8. 9 by 8, okay. So we're gonna put a food stall somewhere in here like this. Oh, I wish it would have. That's sucky. Alright, well. Actually, even better tool would be a line tool. It's good to see you, buddy. Hope you've been gaming well. Gaming like a legend. media spokesperson. That sounds like I have like a political affiliation or some kind of role in your government. Is that the truth? Am I a government official now? I would do government official work. But I'd be horribly corrupt and evil. Some would say criminally negligent, as I almost stuttered the words. But I mean, technically, the government hires people at like disability level anyway, so I would fit right in. They'd be like, you have all the qualities. True Fiend character though, not my real personality. They hate me, really. Let's get this fucker going. There we go. Hopefully we want that there. Dude, I need the slave market in this game tomorrow. I'm sick of it, man. I don't understand how it's not a thing yet. Like, what the fuck, bro? What's he doing with all my 6 money? Blowing it on opiates. Herbs. I need to put a hearth in here. I don't know where to. That'd be great, dude, but don't... you scare me, man. You're gonna do too much good work, and then Jake's gonna come in and fucking snag it from you. He's gonna be like, delicious. The amount of sales, like, I think about it, if my channel is getting such a fucking blast from all of his updates, I can only imagine what he's getting. That's why it literally said it before you typed it. That's hilarious. Well, you had typed it in the past, but I had said it before it made it to me. Interesting how that happens. But yeah, I really hope that that doesn't happen for you and for the sake of all those involved, or we riot. Nah, I'm just kidding. There's no reason to riot, but it's kind of ridiculous because, like, I think the thing is though, I try not to talk too much about it either, but like, when you make a game, like, certain game developers are like really nice and they'll give the game out, all of it on sale for like tons of people, but like that limits their total potential sales. So yeah, the person's happy, but they also got it for sale prices. Like, Songs of Six never goes on sale, so people have been buying it full price for fucking like a long time. It's a business. He's getting his money. That's all it is, sadly. You and I are just fucking in the middle. It's about us walking through those doors. And PlayStation and Xbox Ones are released. That's all. But, yeah, I can't blame a guy. If I had kids too, like, if I had children, I would probably become the demon. The true, like, economic freak. Yeah, well, that's what I was saying, Goon. I was like, you'll get huge following. There's no mods, and if you even just do like the basics, if you did half of what you said, or even a portion of what you said, you would have fuck tons of people on your mod, and that can be easily pulled over. It's all you need to do is populate that little server of yours, and people remember you from Songs of Six, so they'll come join you. You just have to go in there and dredge through the scum, the villainy, the hive of treachery. But I mean, you've done worse, right? I think so. Basically like plumbing, like you know, cleaning out a septic tank. It's the same thing. Not me becoming the like most aggressive hater of Six Discord. I hope that there's like at least a like organized form of hatred back for me. If that was the case, I'd feel proud. Exactly, because I think there's the case to be made there. Like, you have a lot more leeway over what you want, and you can kind of avoid the overlap a little bit. But like, I'd still... That's the thing, dude. If I knew how to code a game, like, I don't know how to code a game. I don't know how to do any of that shit. But if I did, I would just code my own. But I don't know how confusing or complex. Because it's kind of like that copyright situation. I don't know how in-depth or how caring he would get. But you never know people. Like, if he was like, oh, well, you made your own game after instead of just doing the mods you took from me, then I would wonder, like, how far that goes. Dude, that's a good way to... I call it spite fuel. Like, hitting a Gatorade, but, like, your spite is just so powerful. And, it just fuels you. But no, yeah, there's a lot of developers, or not developers, sorry, streamers and other types of, like, content creators who drive my gears going, like, and I just work harder because I don't like what they're doing and I want to, like, change it in some other way. I don't know, I also think, I try not to put too much, like, negativity into the world, but I think it just is there already. One day I'll probably get called out for like the drama that I create, but I mean, I'm a dramatic person, so there's that. We want to sell all this excess leather here, because to be honest, we're not going to make clothing with it. Actually, are we making clothing? What are we doing with it? We are, technically. We should just get more people onto it. But I don't know. It's hard. One of those weird things where, like, in normal cases, at my day job, my regular day job, I could talk shit about like pretty much anybody, as long as it's not like the boss in his face or to somebody that likes the boss. But in like a weird like online setting, it's kind of like, it's the same reason why the Discord disliked me anyways, because I was a little too outward with my passion or my energy, which was strange because they're so inward with theirs that they don't even seem to have any. It's like, for me, I'm like at the top of the stands yelling about Six, like, but I respect it too. I try to. Because like I said, if I had kids, I'd probably want to have a level of like, you know, I don't give a fuck about other people. I'm gonna do what I gotta do. Yeah, that's true. Yeah, I mean, that's not even me revealing myself too soon. I think I can't hide the true nature of my freak energy. That's why I am the Fiend. I established it early on that this was not going to be. It's like the thing I want to say to people is if they do have a question or a confrontation, I'm gonna be like, did you expect something else from a Green Goblin looking ass motherfucking Shrek looking ass character? Are you serious? Who do you think I am? And then I'll laugh at them. Like, I gave up caring about what people thought about me a long time ago. So long as you're, if someone like that was chill or friendly was to not like me, that's why I do care to an extent, because they are kind of, some of them are chill. Then there's a lot of like snobbery. And the good thing is they don't ever watch my goddamn videos, so that's like the best part. They would never fucking care to watch it. Maybe that's what internalizes my hatred for them. Not hatred. I just have a general, is it? I think the term is, I can't remember. It's like something L word. I literally don't care, I guess. Let's get this bad boy built up in here. Yeah, well, exactly. What do you expect? I thought about it the other day too. I was like, I mean, we're the opposite end of the spectrum from like what you'd get. Like I said, you're like the advanced Roman version of certain things that people don't like the name of. But I mean, to be honest, you kind of are, and for me, I'm on the other end of it, like historical military nerd. Yes, brother. But I also have like a enjoyment for like wild shenanigans and humor and comedy. They should be. Oh god, I hate that. We need a 1-year-old noble. Oh, they're not. How about you? You guys look old enough. You get a noble. But I like, for the most part, 6, and I think Jake is chill. But I think that there's a lot of things that definitely drove me up a wall. And to take some people's perspectives or other people's over some, like, it's I guess it's favoritism. I mean, it's definitely not a fair thing to do to, like, an audience of people who are playing your game. And I don't really want my whole perspective build, but I did want to see the people, like that tutorial I just put out. It's literally for all those homies who can't fucking, homie governor, who can't get past the fucking initial bullshit that you have to get through. Because I can only imagine starting Songs of 6, and unless you, like, most people aren't going to go and actually read the dev reports. They're not going to read. Like, most people don't know how to read. So they're not going to. Expecting people to do that is crazy. Most people skip tutorials. That's just the truth. Actually, we don't need that much wood, do we? This is the interesting problem with this zone here, is that it's gonna produce a bunch of crap that I don't really care about. I mean, gems. Sell them. Even at that level, it's still alright. Alright, let's continue on. But who knows? I always blame myself. I always think that I have rubbed somebody the wrong way or something, because that's why I had the belief that I do personally believe that there was a case to be made that people were like either watching streams or other content and then relaying information of like what they saw to like purposely take down those ideas. I kind of wholeheartedly believe that. But that could be like my wild controversial self. No, I don't think you're right. I think that you'd hit a huge niche of players that would potentially overgrow the actual Six community, because you have to think, like, what is off-putting about Six is a lot of the things aren't making sense. Like, why do I have to create a hatchery or whatever for my people, or breeder for my people at this population? Why can't I just have it based off of having the race automatically? Why do I have to immigrate some people and do all that? Why is there like a fabric cost to it to some of them? It should be like, I don't know, like you kind of seem to have the right idea where it's more advanced, so you have that level of thing, but this game's telling you to go back to like the Stone Age here, go back to the Wood Age, and then you have to do that weird level of like procreation. Why can't the characters just procreate in their homes before, and then maybe have that as like a protective, like make sure the babies don't die as often? Like, it could be such a simple like thing that they just, babies die inside the house more frequently than if they were in a nursery, and that would make it make sense. But that's just things that I think could be implemented, but I don't know how challenging they would be, and players would probably want to see that type of stuff. And you seem to have a really good system of like things happening going on, so that's like the most important part. Oh yeah, it's Warhammers, right? Yeah, that was what intrigued me the most. Exactly, like things just don't make normal sense in Songs of Six. When you've played Six as much as people like yourself or I, like, or whatever, like, you know all of the tips and tricks and all of the different numbers and stuff. Like, I know that I'm making way too much wood and all this other stuff, but to be honest, just so that I can avoid having people here, matter of fact, I could probably turn it off. Turn off the other one too. And this one. Okay. To get them all trained up. We're gonna keep creating groups here. I don't think that there's plans to alter the shape of the way things are going. Not in any revolutionary way. But I don't know. I think that, like I've said in the past, he's been doing it for way longer than like he probably anticipated. And that does, especially if it was like me. I'm a weird person though. Six is the only game that I could play religiously. Where actually there's a few different games that I could play, but for the most part it's definitely Six, Foxhole, and a few others. But to me it gives me the impression that Jake kind of thought he would be able to just plop it out and then it would be easy and then done. And it's taken him like most of his adult life to finish, which is fine for people who like that stuff. But it probably adds a lot of stress. I don't know, I always try to see other people's perspective on that shit. Yeah, that's true. That it's probably gonna go up. That's why I was like, you know what, I may as well make the little tutorial thing. It's not gonna hurt me if I do it now and then it doesn't work out and changes later down the line. To be honest. I might eventually dig these out and actually dig, like, make rounded space. Yeah, I mean, I have all the spare laborers, so why not? We just want to clear the interior. Oh, wrong thing. Clear the interior of the mountains. Space. It's gonna be squared, obviously. But that's okay. We'll round it out after. Clear this stone, you dumb fucks. It always reminds me, whenever I think of things like this though, it always reminds me of how whenever I played on sports teams as a kid, this might ring true for some people. I always was on the losing team. And there are sports games that are based on team effort. So it wasn't just my fault. It was just the fact that no matter what, I was always on the losing end of things. And it's like that. It feels like that, like for Xanamo and a lot of other devs, they get that losing end of the thing. 6 for some people is like a fucking success, but I don't think it's that rip-roaring success that like Manor Lords is. Like, I feel like the next Manor Lords update's gonna pop out like fucking quadruple 10 times the amount that 6 is gonna plop out. I definitely get that, because like whenever I see someone who puts out like a video and they're like 2 million views, and I'm like, and if people don't know YouTube terms, that's like fucking big. That's more than most people have in their fucking bank account in the terms of like what you would return. It's kind of crazy. And then Mr. Beast will go and blow it on some other shit. It's like that's who drives my burning hatred. Those types, not Mr. Beast specifically, but like my dislike for him comes from his relations to certain other characters. But there's so many other fucking examples. They make such good living off of like sowing misery, which is a strange thing to me. I think we'd want to have a smelter boy, right? We could get a smelter boy. Are we imp? How? Oh, I see. I know what we're doing. We're digging for it. So smelter boy will be good. Coal's fine. Alright. I mean, that's piddlywinks. Fucking tiny amount. I mean, I probably should put one into carpentry too, because we're gonna be doing a lot of carpentry. Smithing might be something I do as well, because the thing is, we do have some Dundarians. Oh, actually no, I sold those Dundarians when we sent our army away. We still do carpentry. I feel like getting the tools guy going would be pretty good though, because we would need fucking a lot more employees in these jobs. Masons are pretty good though. I think we go for masonry and we start making masons, because that's a job that we are good at and actually like doing. You know what I'm doing wrong? I have the wrong tool. Oh, I see what I'm doing. I'm not thinking, that's what I'm doing. I don't have the shape of the wall on there. This is gonna be a mason. But the reason it's so big is because the boys fucking love this shit. And we want to have a lot of them doing it. In fact, they're all about that mason. Hell yeah, brothers. what can we do with it? Nothing. We're probably gonna sell it. Oh, actually. Well, I'll build it now and then I'll move it. That'd be cool. That'd be cool. I can see what you're thinking, like as you describe it, because you have like a very good way of putting it, and like you're actually getting me a chub chub from all this talking about Roman stuff, and you're making me want to go like actually become a Roman person and LARP true Roman style, you know? Because like I said, that's kind of what I've been looking for. Like, I really want... For me, I need a game that I can sink tons of time into, but it's also, like, a form of, like, historically accurate. Like, I'm hoping that you have, like... You know the mod for Rome Total War that, like, expands the overall game into, like, the best fucking thing ever? I'm kind of imagining that, but I don't know if that's exactly the level if you're going for... Oh god, that's not... Wrong spot for that. That'd be cool. You know what would be a good form of game to kind of borrow from for that would be... what's it called? Clanfolk. I feel like Clanfolk would have a good level of kind of like that same style of what you're planning. Yeah, that's good right there. The difference is that Clanfolk doesn't have any kind of like massive populations or anything like that, but Clanfolk does have like a system kind of like that where you have like your clans and your families and all the different people, and then depending on who you have, like it's your like noble families members and all this stuff. They have like, I think they're called Tartars on. I forget what they're wearing. They're wearing like an outfit. But it's pretty... I like that game. I like that game a lot. I wish I could play more of it. But I have so many other games on my plate. How are we making 4 a day, but we're not keeping up? What's going on here? Smithies? Maintenance. Well, the Smithy's the one that has it. It should be. I imagine. No, Sailing is much different. Clanfolk is kind of like RimWorld, medieval, but set in Scotland during the Highlands, like, or kind of like the Highland era, but there's no combat. Oh yeah, stabs. Super hard. We got the 0.2% boost or whatever. Fucking now we have an additional boost to every single city we do. Hell yeah. But no, Clanfolk is kind of just RimWorld without combat, and the primary focus is kind of surviving. Like you start in like a stone stick age with like mud, and you have to learn technologies through like different means. There's different styles of technology in the game. Easy mode, and then there's like hardcore, where it really sends you through like you have to be like in a mud house or a straw house for like a while, and it plays around on like heat and keeping your people fed well and nutrition and all that stuff. Like they actually have like a level of nutrition. It's very cool. I think it's fucking awesome. What we're gonna do is set up a export depot right here. The only reason why I don't play it as much as I'd like to is because, like, I love military so much. I'm just addicted to that military life. But it's limited to, like, how many people you can have. I think you're at max gonna get, like, maybe 30? I've never seen high standings for that game, but usually it has some pretty fun things that happen to you, like, for example, I had this lady come, she asked to stay the winter in like my town, and it's really nice little like village town I built, like kind of like a family house. Hey Eisenstahl, have I ever played Black and White 2? Was a nice... I've actually watched one of my favorite streamers play that game, I believe. But like the lady came and she was like, they help you out basically. They'll do jobs for you and work around the house and stuff, depending on what they want or if they're pregnant or whatever they're feeling. So she determines that she's going to work for me and do stuff, and then she has a baby because she was pregnant. She plops one out, and she fucking abandoned it. Like, that's the level of depth. It has the level of Selig stuff, but more interesting in its own weird way. Like, she literally left. She sent me a letter like abandoning it, and I don't know, but I could have raised the kid, and maybe by that point she'll actually come back and say something. Or it doesn't. It seems to have like a very in-depth level of thought to it, in my mind. I don't know, but that seems, because she was there for a while, and then she abandoned it. Like, she literally abandoned it, and then she sent me the message like months down the line. She was like, yeah, sorry about that, I didn't want the kid. And I was like, I mean, sure, because we raised him and we turned him into a fucking working member of our clan. He was a boy, he was a good boy. And the thing is, it's nice in those types of games because it, like Ostriv, forces you to kind of like min-max your characters, especially like women can't do the jobs men can do. And typically you don't want to have your men doing the jobs that women can do, because they can overlap like that until you have like a surplus. But I wish Ostriv had war. I need to kill or have some combat. So we're now gonna start making crap loads of stone. Do we care about anything that has to do? We don't want to see these things, so that's good. So we literally don't care for this cut stone. Let's just put logistics export right out here and just sell it straight from the source. I do want to play, like, I wish I could play older games, but like with the remastered touch, but most of the old games get remastered and then it's just like bad. Like, they just didn't do it right in the certain ways that I wanted to see. Quite a few I could think of come to mind. How much are they making me? 22? I feel like instead of having... Right. Fuck that. Make me money. Because we're gonna make 60. We can make more money from that. Lionhead. Oh man, you could fill a fucking... This level of characters is the amount of dead studios. All of those faces, that each one of those could represent a dead studio that's been ground up and turned in dust. And EA snorted them at a fucking party. I shed a strong, huge tear. Yeah, exactly. I shed huge, fat tears for all of the dev studios, all of the devs who got sent to oblivion. That's the thing. People don't know this about devs, but when you fire them from a job, they turn to dust. They just die. There's nothing left of them afterwards. I don't think people understand that. So, thanks EA. You Thanos snapped a bunch of devs. I bet you feel proud of yourself, huh? It's like imagine Tony Stark and what's his fucking name? Andrew Garfield. And that's a different, I think that's whatever Spider-Man that died. That happened every single time a dev got fired. Or a studio got killed. Yeah. They can never be forgiven for what they did. I mean, Battlefront 3 it's hard to say it's not a good game because of its beautiful graphics, but you literally had the fucking, like, golden ticket to making money, and you fucking dropped the ball so hard. all they had to do was make Galactic Conquest in the exact same fucking format, the exact same style that they had in the last game, and it would sell like hotcakes. More kids would be playing that game than Fortnite, than any game combined. I promise you. Star Wars would be cool again. But instead, they gave us kind of like Poopy-Doo-Doo Battlefield. And they said, well, this will be good enough, I guess. It's good, I think, as a shooter, but it's not worthwhile. All we wanted was Galactic fucking Conquest. And then maybe some other cool game modes after. But like literally all they needed to do is just take all the graphics from Battlefront, the new ones, and just force them into the old one. And take every fucking mechanic. It would have been perfect. We would have got all of the people playing it. But I don't run game studios, sadly. I'm just a chump. There's very few game studios surviving from that era too. I think that GTA is like one of the last ones. Mortal Kombat. But Mortal Kombat kind of can't be turned into something like that until Tobias dies. Yeah, Galactic Conquest was like my childhood wrapped up in a bundle. It's so perfect. It had everything. I played too much Galactic Conquest. I don't think I ever stopped playing it. I would play it religiously. And the sad part is I'd probably play it to this day if my computer could play Battlefront 2. But it doesn't. It crashes. I don't know why. I've tried a lot of different fixes. But I just refunded it. But like, it really was the best formula. All you needed to add was the new generations of Star Wars, maybe some cool new characters, a bunch of new guns or blasters or whatever. That system could have stayed. Honestly, I didn't have a problem with the like loadout systems or anything. All I wanted was my fucking Galactic Conquest. Damn it. That's like Elder Scrolls coming out and not having the fucking magic or something. The new Elder Scrolls is gonna just be a shooter stealth game. It's gonna be fucking Dishonored. Assassin's Creed. That'd be even worse. Oh god. Oof. I feel bad for Assassin's Creed fans. I mean, they seem to cope well with the schlock that they're given. It's like literally a dog or a fucking hog coming in on the farm, and they Ubisoft rolls out fucking Assassin's Creed during the fucking farty poop era. Like, here, come on out, boys. You get some more slop for ye. They slop it out on the fucking table here. That's how it feels. I don't know. I've never played Assassin's Creed. the Assassin's Creed people are probably so bad. But that's what it feels like. Yeah, dude, Halo 3 modders are literally making... I fucking have said this for so long. Halo is being... Like, Halo... As a Halo fan, I feel like I deserve the right to bully other fandoms, because they killed my... They massacred my boy. Where is the Halo Flood games? Where is a game about any other part of the Halo universe? Look at the modders. They, like you said, they added spaceships. Like, they made the ships work. I watched that because I saw someone shooting a fucking Covenant carrier ship with a fucking Mac gun. And how do I know all these things about Halo universe? Well, because I fucking love Halo, and it was so good. It is the best. It just... It takes you out of, like, being a grown-ass man into, like, a child. And sadly, there's just none of that. Like, looking at a fucking... whatever they're called. See, I know every character. Elite, Grunts, Jackals, Hunters, all of them. Including the Flood variants. But I cannot name... what are they? The fucking robots. The Decepticons. Guardians of the Galaxy. Reach and Bungie died, and that was it. Yep. Yeah. Well, there's what is it? Squad has like a full fucking galactic Star Wars mod that's basically like base the fucking land levels of combat. There's some good ass mods out there, but you're 100% right, Eisenstahl, because Halo released Reach as like its true final goodbye to Halo, I think. And I don't know if it's more to do with Bungie not wanting to do more Halo stuff because they kind of knew that they were out of Halo stuff, or what. But they never had the concept of like a live service game back then. It was more like those devs had the concept of like a timeline. Oh, that's pretty cool. So like they basically they're like, okay, well, a game comes out, it's got like 2 to 5 years before its timeline runs out, and then no one wants this fucking game anymore. And that's how developers and game studios are running. Until like certain games kind of proved the opposite. People didn't even fucking believe Blizzard existed in World of Warcraft until it was like pounding on the doors and beating the fucking shit out of the market. And then they're like, we cannot. Yeah, Forge was ahead of it. That's why games back then had so many features, because they wanted people to play the game for longer. Now it's in a weird way, in a different way they want you to play longer. It's such a weird thing. It's always the quarter and the arcade thing. You're shoving quarters into an arcade machine. How many quarters are you willing to shove into an arcade? That's all. It's each game. Exactly. Like, it's not only just for our fandom of like, especially because I'd say I'm a Halo fan, like to my core. I love Halo. The show was poopy doo doo. Kids are people who watch that, especially older fans, are gonna literally throw up in their mouth. Maybe kids who didn't grow up and play Halo actually probably would like it. But like, good God, like that's bad. And it's like Fallout here has got a faithful adaptation of its fucking core. I honestly shouldn't even knock Fallout at this point, because at least they got a faithful adaptation. For all of its plot holes and for all of its dumb bullshit, I think it's got a faithful adaptation. Halo was like, let's do everything against canon. We do not give a fuck. But then let's also honor half of the canon. Like, we're gonna pick and choose what canon we want to follow. And for me, in certain cases, like, I kind of roll my eyes at like Warhammer 40k lore because it's just so over the top. But like, Halo was not really that complex. It's like, dude, it's the simplest one. It's got like the best lore. It's literally super soldier guy killing aliens. They're crazy. That's all. And it's cool. It's badass. You got like tanks and guys with guns on the back, and they're shouting all kinds of horrible things at each other. That's about it. That's like the core recipe for a Halo game. Troopers killing aliens. And they literally could have just brought Master Chief back. They left him open. I don't know what the fucking problem is. I think they're scared that if they break Master Chief, they'll kill everything. Oh man, I'm glad that you didn't do that. A new Steam page for the Total War 40k? No, I haven't seen that, dude. And you're lucky that you haven't played Halo. I mean, 4 wasn't bad, but the Didact and all of the, like, whatever they're fucking called, they were just... It felt like you were playing, like, laser tag. In Halo 1 and 2 and 3, when you punched something or when you shot something, you felt like you were, like, literally putting holes and blasting them to pieces, and, like, it felt powerful. And then Halo 4 comes around and it felt like you were, like, on ice skates rolling through. And I think that's the one... No, Halo 5 is the one where they introduced, like, the return of Spartan team. I'm spoiling it for you. And they fucking start hunting Master Chief because he's, like, a bad guy now. He's, like fuck you, I'm wearing sunglasses and I don't care about the law. Even though I'm the one who would literally follow the most evil forces of our faction because I'm that character. That's just who I am. He's not really a good dude. I don't think people understand that Master Chief is not a good dude. He is just what he is. He is a soldier. He has very few emotions, especially if you read the lore. Master Chief does not give a flying fuck. I do want to get into more about the Total War, but you have to see my hesitation. That's why I'm more interested in Noble Fates or Songs of Six. I'll probably do more of an actual emo in real life if I see Songs of Six full release. But at this point, I'm not gonna I'm gonna hold my emotes. I feel like I should put some into rations, but I do have more. Thank you, Proxy. That is very kind of you. It's very sweet of you. I have been neglecting Twitch for quite some time, but thank you very much. Glad that I had it charging today. Six is always taken over my life too. I literally feel like I'm trying to pull away from the thing, but I can't because Six is pulling me back in. What is it? And then they pull me right back in. That's what he says. Just for one more Six. When Songs of Six is releasing, I imagine Jake is gonna try to bomb Russia 2026 release. I think that's a good estimate because it's not far off. I don't think. Many games would have probably went into full release state before already at this point, but there's definitely a lot to be fixed about the world system still. I don't know. The worst problem about Jake's dev time is that he doesn't even explain what he's doing with that time. So sometimes he'll put out a whole ass patch that will cover all of the things I'm bitching about and make me eat my own words, which I'm fully glad to do. But for the most part, he could have been spending his entire Christmas and vacation and all this stuff, but he probably wasn't even working on the game. And that's just because he has children. So he was probably spending his time with them, which is fair, reasonable. That's what I'd expect. Also, for the people who joined me on Twitch, I don't know how long I'll be here, but I probably will be here for maybe another half hour or so. Yeah. Jake speaks in tongues and codes. And, at least Exanima started giving us updates regularly. That was rough. I'm an Exanima fan, though. I mean, I think I should always preface, actually, that I'm a Berserk fan. And my fucking favorite creator died before he fucking fully released it. I'm crying in real life because of that. It hurts. Because I really wanted that guy not to die. Not because of my creative thing, but it sucks that he had to die. He was, younger than the vast majority of other artists. Poor dude. The stress of manga and fucking whatever weird shit he was into on the side. Definitely not up good. I still like Berserk though, it's okay. I think there's something there. But I am very, very patient when it comes to games. I could sit here for a long time. That's why I'm very pleasantly surprised when I see a new game that's got a new update for something. And I keep reminding people that I got a nice friendly invite to play Dawn Apart. Although I've already played it on the stream, I've got a place, or not stream, but on my channel. Gotta do a little bit more of that. Probably actually get more people, huh? Let's set this to 850. You know what's taken over my life though, Proxy, is Primordialis. Holy crap, Primordialis has taken over my life. I don't know why. It's very addicting for me to become a cell and just start lightning striking other cells into oblivion. Something about it. And one of these days I'm actually gonna get good at that game. And potentially be like one of the 0%. There's like 0.1% of people that probably beat that game. Exactly. Like, you're 100% right, Eisenstahl. When I feel so bad for people who, like, the number one thing that I always have to, like, hope people don't ask me is if I play video games. I honestly shouldn't even respond, because then they ask me what games I play. And I could say I play Fortnite, and maybe they won't respond to me, and they'll just ignore that. But then they'll be like, "Oh, bro, we should do duos or something," and then I'll have to lie even further and be like, "No, I'm actually sick, and I'm moving. I have to go. I'm sorry," and then move on from that situation. But in this situation, it's more like trying to explain to a normal person what Songs of Six actually is. And no offense to people who play Six, but you're all fucking freaks. Myself included. Goddamn goblins. Your parents would be ashamed of you. Sorry, that's offensive. But true. It's just... no one knows what it's like to be a Six fan. Or indie game fan in general, because half of the indie games I'll bring up after that will be like, I can't, none of them matter. It doesn't matter. I could even say RimWorld. It could be like, oh yeah, I played Factorio, and they look at me with like the widest eyes, like a fucking train is coming towards them. Honestly, we just need like a double lane road through here. We're gonna try to organize our multicolors. But I'm okay with that. It never occurred to me, like, when I was a kid, I used to see kids playing, like older kids, like 16 or 17. I was like maybe 6 or 7. And they'd play computer games that made me think it was like 6. But they were probably playing like Age of Empires, something like that. And I always felt like they were the smartest fucking people on the earth. I think that if you showed like the Age of Empires player this game, they might crash. It's so complex compared to that. Like, this is definitely the top of the line for that kind of shit. And there needs to be more of it. Yep. It's not healthy at all. And what's crazy is if I didn't work a job or like have a girlfriend, like when I wasn't really like seriously committed to my relationship, I was like constantly playing Six. But then once we were like together and living together, now I have a full-time shit and all this other stuff to do. Oh, I thought something was coming in my room. It's probably the fucking, what are they, not kaiju, but what's the fucking Japanese demon? I'm actually getting spooked. Oh, it's my cat. Can you not do that? Spooking me. He's decided to, we have multiple litter boxes. He's decided that he's going to take his cat frustration out on that. It sounded like something that's like banging on my window. And I'm on like a second floor. The demon was scratching at the window for a second. Completely forgot what I was talking about too. I do have to watch the new Fallout, but there's a scene that apparently happens with Lucy that I'm not particularly interested in seeing. It's kind of, it seems, I get it for that world, but from my understanding, they seem to go like pretty deep into like a sexual assault, and it's in Fallout, but it's never explicitly there like that. It seems kind of off-putting to me, because knowing that your like primary character get freaking raped is kind of, I think that's what happens. That's what seems to happen. I've seen like memes exposing it. If I spoiled it, I'm sorry, but that kind of threw me off for a loop there. I was like, oh god, couldn't she have not done that? That's probably not cool, especially for her character. She's a very fun, likable character. Oh yeah, there's a lot worse things that I could be doing if I wasn't gaming. It's why I don't get why people think that it's such a negative thing for some people. There's quite a few people I know who play games and have a lot more friends than someone who wouldn't play games otherwise. And those same people who are not playing games are quite lonely. So it's kind of this weird conundrum where it's like, well, you're lonely, and then you're insulting the person who is not lonely because they're having fun. I have more friends and fun because of my fucking streaming and YouTubing and gaming. Even before this, like, online is a very interesting place. I remember when I was a kid, it was very common to tell people that they had no chance to make it as, like, online creative person, like, and that was like a pipe dream. And look at fucking how that worked out. Just basically waiting for these guys to fix this one up, and then we're gonna make this one probably like that over there, because we're gonna burn through a ton of wood anyways. I may as well just do it this way. Wow, look at all that money. It's quite a lot. You could think about just sending a... Oh, my cat is gonna need to shut up soon. Keeps yelling. Hey, you sent my fucking poor girlfriend into like a fucking conniption last night because he's screaming all night. 150 Garthuti freaks. We'll send those to... We want them to fight us, so hopefully they'll fight us with this group here. But I see it as if I wasn't gaming, I would probably be lifting or watching movies, television. So there's really not much else, because I'm not an outside person. In the city. When I'm in nature, I'm a much more outside person. So we have swords and shields, and they have just spears and armor. Well, they have huge morale though. Like, they're not gonna get past us. We just come here. I'm lucky though. Like, a lot of people don't get to do as much gaming as I get to. Oh, you're gonna attack me in a loose formation? Are you fucking stupid? Also, I hope I didn't spoil for fucking Fallout, but I imagine most people who are interested probably already watched it. Oh god, look at that destruction. We don't really have the maps to do shit like that, but may as well try. That pretty much just broke their damn group, though. I hit his ass fucking really hard. Now we're surrounded on both sides, though. Luckily, we have that. What the fuck, Mr. Pandito? Get off of my lawn. Fucking bot. I'll send you to Oblivion. Let's try to organize ourselves here. I'll send that motherfucker. I wish I could fucking eat them into a basket. I need to make... yeah, spray him with the water bottle. I need to make my fucking shove him in a locker emoji. I shove you in your fucking locker. Why would I need viewers? I think I fucking do this for people to see? I mean, we are destroying the shit out of them. Nothing is really gonna hurt us here. May as well just do that, yeah. That initial crash that we did to them really fucking did the number. I think that these guys alone would have did it. Off the back of your hard work, we've captured another region. Good job, boys. Delicious. Now they can send me things? I don't really need things. We got pigs, though. Pig people. Do we have slavery? I don't think we do. Wait. Do we? Cannibals? Cannibals? Slave? Yes. Slaver. Nice. So everyone that comes into our town should be enslaved. Yeah. Good. Also, how many bugs do we have as slaves? That might need to change. Yeah, it's fine. I don't even get what that whole bot thing is. But when I click it and then I get fucking fished, is that what happens? They think like all fucking streamers have like serious money. I'm more than likely going to fucking scam you in reverse. I will fucking travel to whatever fucking shitbag place you're from and I'll fucking physically take your couch. I don't have one. And I have been needing one for quite some time. Although they would probably shiv me, depending on where they're from. And then I would die horribly. Exactly. Exactly what I mean. I will more than likely try to scam you than you can't fucking scam me. I am the one that scams. I offer valuable information. Oh, thank you for the follow. A root kit, right? Oh god. That shit stresses me out. Like, I get told by a lot of people, like, I shouldn't even drop, like, hints of where I'm from. God, man. I don't expect to be that level, but they seem to even target even the smallest. Scam to follow. Oh, well, thank you. Thank you. Nah, I'm scamming the ads. I'm scamming the companies that pay me for ads. Although Twitch seems to be different. I don't know how bad Twitch ads are. YouTube ads are pretty scammy. Fucking poor bastards. I wish that there was another way. But they will put ads irregardless if I have them monetized or not. Twitch seems to basically, if I was to, I think I can alter it, change it. I just left it on. Haters are gonna hate. That's one of the songs. There's a lot of songs that play at my job on repeat, and there's quite a few that have that kind of lyric. And they're surprisingly, you know, it's a great philosophy. You know, that's what they do. Haters hating. Yeah, I mean, luckily for me, I don't even use my computer for pretty much anything besides gaming. Yeah, well, the AI, so the biggest AI scam right now that I see for, like, things affecting AI, like, not affecting AI, but affecting the streamers is AI art. The art that's being generated by these scammers are, like, pretending to create, like, cool thumbnails and all these different things for the people, and that's what inspired me to have these little meme faces, like, because the last thing they expect is like a custom drawn emoji or thing from a streamer, because usually most of them are interested in the art aspect of things. I was doing it beforehand. It just coincided with what I was doing, and it only took me a year and a half to realize that that's what I should focus on as an art streamer. No one ever said I was smart. Oh, I should have fucking captured all their fucking stupid little bastards. Alright, well, at least we captured the region. Alright, we could set... Ooh, Multicrawler would be absolutely disgustingly good. The problem is if we killed these people in this region and tried to go for the Multicrawler style, I don't think it matters. Species doesn't seem to make a difference. Yeah, we'll just keep it like that. Are you saying my art is fridge worthy? Is that what you're saying? You think that I'm just fridge worthy, or are you saying something else? I think I'm quite the talented artist. My mom told me I'd be an artist. And moms don't lie. Okay? Especially not my mom. Your mom might have lied. I know a lot of other people's moms are liars. And their pants are potentially on fire, but not mine. She's an angel. I only accept positive criticism on my artwork. That's the kind of artist that I am. It has to be positive. It's not acceptable. Good. Fuck you, Eisenstahl, you son of a bitch. Don't say that to me, because I was drawing before Meat Canyon was popular, and I had my style established before that motherfucker existed, and I'm jealous that now all of a sudden everybody thinks that I'm copying Meat Canyon, and in reality, I have been this fucking bad and shitty at art since the beginning. And it was the start, like, it was literally my favorite thing. I was drawing it on my fucking school notebooks and stuff. Give me my goddamn day in the sun, goddamn it, Meat Canyon. Fucking son of a bitch. See, like, man, that one triggers me. That's the fastest way to make me crash out. Look at Meat Canyon. He's not a bad artist, but I think he relies too heavily on his grotesque, weird style and not... Yeah, man. My biggest problem with art is this. If I blew up as an artist and I had millions of people watching my animations, which I really wanted to get into as a kid, but I didn't get to follow through with. But I plan to potentially do that in the future if I can financially support it. But if I blew up and got those massive views, like let's say Flash Hits, like Flash Hits is one of my favorites, I would never ever complain to my audience about money or talk about it or any of that stuff, because it's like half of the fucking art community is poor, starving art people, and to be like trying, maybe he doesn't do it as much as he used to, but he did at one point. That fucking rubbed me the wrong way. Yeah, I mean, all artists are prissy little fucking drama queens. That's the truth. But the slurping noises. I don't know. I could just be full of fucking salt. But my opinion was that he definitely got way further, way luckier than a lot of artists, and then kind of was like, wah, what was me, kind of thing. Which, it's pussy shit. Sorry if that's not politically correct. But there are plenty of other artists out there who wish their art was viewed at that rate. To be known. Like, my girlfriend knows. I am playing as... Hello, Tandif. I am playing as the Garthimi, and we're playing native only. So we're trying to grow a native, fully native population. I don't know how there's a 9.9%, but there's 0 immigrants. There are some... Oh, you know what it is? Slaves. Makes sense. But, yeah, that's my 2 cents on the whole matter. Where's my millions of dollars? Or potentially millions of dollars, I don't know how much. Oh yeah, the little podcast he did with them. I really like Flash Kids, so probably should like him more, but I don't know, like I said, it always rubbed me the, like, wrong way. And like I said, it could be just my little, like, bitchy ass artistic self not liking that somebody has a similar art style to me and did better than me. But I'm usually not that, like, unaware. More of the things that I saw. Like, for example, like him complaining that he couldn't come up with new ideas for his fucking thing. And I'm like, bro, you're just taking from other things and just putting other characters in that same spot. It's not that creative. Other types of story, like, writing is a lot more challenging. Oh, I'm sorry, Tandif. What did you do to try to conquer them? Did you fight a guy with an army, like an actual region, or did you go for one of these little grayed out names with the little red sword? Because those rebel regions are a lot easier. But you also have to make sure that your army is pretty well trained here. So that way nothing bad happens to you. See, that's a good thing that you bring up, though, because that podcast that you mentioned too, it always reminds me of the Sleepycast podcast. And, oh man, you don't want to get me started too much on that one. There's a lot of interesting fellas who got to introduce themselves and be a little too close to a certain few people who are also in big positions now in the animation industry. Smiling Friends, for example. You have to think, if you rub shoulders with bad characters, are you a bad person, or are you just in association with bad people? That's something I have to question. Does it make you a bad person as well? For me, I personally would never hang around somebody of a certain caliber. Exactly, and that's kind of what I get at, is like, I think maybe he could have done it in a more tactful way. For sure. Oh, yeah. Well, so if you do attack, usually you want to have them pretty well trained. You could beat them with 50 guys, but they have to be well trained. But it's very challenging for a newer player to get into, like, the building or the actual, like, city conquering stuff. It feels pretty good to have that like that. And then I'll do another one right over here. Actually, we just put... We'll be able to just shove the house right in here. I wish that it would count as, like, dig into the mountain. But I think a lot of the art that I have that's my personal art looks similar or adjacent to his style. Where, I have a lot more variation to what I do. Half the stuff I do isn't even like that. That's not good. If you have 10% training, that's not enough. You need to be at least 20 to 30% in a larger group. And if you're starving, try to mine stones or mine things and just sell it equally for grain. It's pretty easy. I do it all the time. You talking to me, Eisenstahl? You talking about my troops right now? I should send my troops out. 400 of them? No. Why would I ever do something like that? Ideally, if I do anything, I'm just gonna create a world army, but I don't need that right now. I got my garrison troops defend my city, and that's about it. I'll hire mercenaries if I need them. That's probably good. I just want to have the shape in there. Also, does that make it round? It seems to spread a little bit of roundness there. So that's 7 across. So we'll go 7 across and then dig a little bit in. Go. Oh. It seems to, but I don't know, like, for me, I'm lucky. I really don't get, like, eaten the fuck up in this game as much as I used to. But when I was new and I played it, I was getting my ass handed to me on the regular. So, it's kind of like that weird trade-off. It's like, am I doing something wrong, or is it the game that's not really explained very well? And I think it's always the game's just not very well explained, and a lot of players are fundamentally not playing it the way that Jake has interpreted it to be played, or intended it to be played. Which isn't their fault. And it doesn't help that, like, the game literally shows, like, massive 10,000 man armies walking through the fucking city as it's, like, trailer for the game. Because when I saw that, I was, like, more interested in getting the, like, massive armies and stuff. And then I found out that it's this game, and I think that it's not gonna stick with a lot of people. If they see it like this, they may enjoy it as like a, you know, kind of go from the Stone Age upwards kind of thing here. Because, like I said, I haven't put any real effort into anything, and I've only gotten this far because I'm so efficient with spreading out my materials and my people. In fact, this meat production's probably overdue this one's higher, because yeah, there's only one adult here. 22 now. 22 as well. So once that catches up, most if not all players are never gonna ever see that. Exactly, Eisenstahl. It is pretty insane what they'll send at you. I won't even say I'm a good player. The players that are good at Songs of Six are the ones that rub it in your face. And that's kind of why I never understood why Jake supported that over anything, because it's even in... Someone got fucking banned for that shit in the Discord the other day because they were being like a snob. They're basically just not letting other people understand. The worst thing is if you tell people, like, if you're telling people how to play and they just aren't listening, then that's fair. You're not being a snob. But if you're like, oh, I know the secret formula, but you'll never know, that's like obviously gatekeeping. It's just so annoying. So that's where people like myself and other tubers come in to try to like fill that void. That's fucking sweet, dude. I'm really excited for what you've got, Goon. If people aren't aware, Goon's doing a mod for Rome basically being in 6. So it's going to be a full Rome society in 6. Set with the time and everything. So it's going to be very, very fun. He is quite the aficionado of Rome here. Yeah, exactly. It's just like, I don't even know the term. It just creates your own problems, really, like, because I don't understand if, like, let's say this was like a multiplayer online game and if other people did well at it, you'd do worse, like Ymir or whatever. Maybe you wouldn't want to share your strats with people or whatever, but I honestly think the biggest thing, though, is the patience that these guys have. They have a level of patience that the average player doesn't have. So they'll sit here and play, like, with unemployment on a Tuesday kind of thing. Where it's like their hours are probably, like, in the 12,000. Just doing shit. So they just know everything. But they also probably meta game as much as they possibly can. But they're probably like on your hand amount of people that could fucking fully build an army of like 10,000 guys, and to fight Kroll, if you had Kroll as an event, I guarantee you most players are not going to beat Kroll. He is insanely challenging, and he comes with like 13,000 fully trained Dundarians. I don't know if Jake edited Kroll, though. He probably hasn't. I wouldn't want to imagine fighting Kroll. Yeah. I mean, I'm having a fucking blast right now. I really enjoy the style of just going along with everything here as it is. Oh shit. You know what? That sucks. I might just keep it at what it is, though, to be honest. Because I would have to make it one smaller. Yeah, exactly. I brought up the point, I'm like, if a character has all of this information and you make it about, you know, rushing population, it's weird though. Like I said, I think that the game needs like a structural rework where it literally kind of telling you like the population is to stay small. Even having these regions so early is over the top and wouldn't be represented as like a good style of gameplay. But I think what you're going for is going to be a good balance, at least from what I was picking up. Like, you seem to have a good idea what you want to do. Because for me, my mind is this: you shouldn't be capped at a population. So whether I have 400 or 10,000, my population's needs shouldn't go up or down. It should be the same across the board. So long as this area or whatever that area has access to that support. So like, if there were 12 people up here and they had a small well with like a little hearth and etc., it shouldn't account to the whole overall population's feelings in a huge negative. The only way that kind of works is where you have things like super high services, super high access, I should say. So I can't even afford to do that yet. That'd be pretty cool. But I think it's time. I think it is time because it's getting a little late and my girlfriend should be heading home soon. But I do appreciate everyone joining me, especially the raid from Proxy. You are awesome. We could talk more, Goon. I might be still around. If people would like to join, I'll probably be in the wine cellar, but I am going to be hopping off. So thank you all for joining me. Goodbye.